Good morning, student. Now we are going to discuss the numerical on impact problem. So initially, prove that the coefficient of restitution E equal to 1 for the perfectly elastic collision. So for the perfectly elastic collision, the both linear momentum and kinetic energy is conserved. So I am going to apply momentum law of conservation of linear momentum, also law of conservation of kinetic energy here. So for two object collision I am considering the two objects A and B. So by law of conservation of momentum, ma ua plus mb ub equal to ma plus ma into va plus mb plus vb. Now I am taking a term close to each other, so ma common, in bracket ua minus va equal to mb in bracket vb minus ub, that is equation 1. Now for the same object A and B I am going to apply kinetic energy theorem, conservation of kinetic energy theorem. So that is initial kinetic energy equal to final kinetic energy. So half of get cancel here. Now again I am considering here as a initial velocity of A, that is A term closer to each other equal to B term. So here A minus B formula I am going to apply now. So ma ua minus va in bracket ua plus va equal to mb vb minus ub into vb into ub plus vb, that is equation 2. Now I am dividing equation 2 by equation 1. So after dividing equation 2 by equation 1 I will get ua plus va equal to vb plus ub. Now I am just taking the u term on one side and v term on another side, so I will get ub minus ua minus ub equal to vb minus va. So I am taking minus sign common here, so va minus vb, after taking minus sign common, va minus vb. So now I am writing it as in terms of, I am dividing these terms by this term, so I will get minus va minus vb divided by ua minus ub equal to 1. But this term is nothing but the coefficient of restitution, so that is why I will get here E is equal to 1. Now I am going to discuss the numerical on the impact. Two blocks approaching each other along the smooth surface along the same line are as shown in figure. After impact, velocity of B is observed to be 2.5 meter per second to the right. Determine the coefficient of restitution. So in this numerical they have given you initial velocity of A 4 meter per second, mass of the A, initial velocity of the B, mass of the B. By law of conservation of momentum I am applying ma ua plus mb ub equal to ma va plus mb vb. So in this case I am going to initially calculate the velocity of A, that is final velocity of A after collision. So I am putting all the value 0.6 into 4 plus 0.9 into minus 0.2. It is opposite to the, it is in leftward direction, so I am putting it as a minus, equal to ma 0.6 into va plus final velocity of the B is nothing but you have given as a 2.5 meter per second in the rightward direction, so it is positive 2.5. So after putting I will get the velocity of A as minus 2.75 meter per second. So after collision the A will move in a leftward direction, so final velocity of A you will get as a minus 2.75. Now by definition of coefficient of restitution is equal to minus E times VA minus VB divided by UA minus UB. So I know all the value, minus VA value minus 2.75, minus VB value is plus 2.5, next UA value is 4, minus UB value is minus 2, it is in leftward, so I will get E as 0.75 here. Now in this numerical, a small rubber ball is released from a height of 80 cm on a horizontal floor. After the first bound, it rises to a height of 48 cm. Compute the coefficient of restitution. Up to what height it will rise after the second bound. So initially, velocity of ball they have before first impact, u1 is nothing but will become the root of 2gs as per the standard formula. So velocity of before first impact is nothing but the velocity of the fall, that is root of 2gs, will become as a 3.962 meter per second. With this velocity, the ball will fall before first impact. Now, so to calculate velocity of the ball after first impact, will become the v1 equal to e times u1, because as per the definition of coefficient of restitution, v1 equal to e times u1. After impact the ball will bounce, so that is why I have shown the arrow in upward direction. So v1 equal to 3.962 times e in upward direction. Again, after first bound, the ball will rise. So the velocity, the ball rises to a height of 48 centimeter. It is given in a question. After the first bound, it rises to a height of 48 centimeter. So by the formula h equal to v square upon 2g, I will get h is nothing but 0.48. Initial velocity which it will rise as a 3.962 square into e square divided by 2 into 9.81. So I will get e as 0.7746. So that is why the after first impact the ball has a velocity v1 equal to, I have already mentioned it is at the 3.962 e. I have calculated e value here, so it will become 3.962 into 0.7746. So that is equal to 3.069 meter. As the ball will return to the ground with the same velocity, so velocity of the ball before up now, it's the ball will go for the second impact on the ground. So that is why the velocity of the ball before second impact, that is initial velocity for the second impact u2 equal to will become the this velocity which is in downward direction. Now the velocity of the second impact will be nothing but the e into this value. So e already calculated, that is 0.7746 into 3.069. So this will be the velocity of the second impact, which is nothing but the v2 equal to 2.377 meter per second. So with this velocity the ball will rise to a height. Now to calculate the height, h is equal to v square upon 2g. So v2 is nothing but the velocity after second impact, which is nothing but 2.377 square divided by 2 into 9.81. So it is equal to 0.88 meter. So you will get the height of the ball after second bounce as a 28.8 centimeter. Now in the next numerical, a ball of mass 0.2 kg moving on a smooth horizontal table with velocity 10 meter per second. Strike identical stationary ball on the table. Find the velocity of the ball b just after the impact. Consider impact as a perfect plastic. So initially I am going to apply law of conservation of momentum. So as per law of conservation of momentum, ma va plus mb vb ma ua plus mb ub equal to ma va plus mb vb. So as per ma value as a 0.25, moving with initial velocity ua value as a 10 plus strike a identical stationary ball. Stationary ball means इसकी initial velocity is 0, so this term will become 0 equal to final velocity. You have to calculate as the impact is perfectly so I am putting mass value and va as it is I am keeping, as the impact is perfectly plastic, so that is why va equal to vb become here. So after calculating it will become 2.5 equal to 0.25 vb plus 0.25 vb. So I will get the vb as a 5 meter per second, which is nothing but the velocity of the ball b just after the impact, and impact is perfectly plastic, so that is why va equal to vb here. So vb equal to 5 meter per second, that is velocity of ball b after impact. Now in this numerical, block A has a mass of 250 kg and is sliding on a smooth surface with initial velocity 2 meter per second. It makes a direct impact with block B, which has a mass of 175 kg and is originally at rest. If both blocks are of same size, and the impact is perfectly elastic. E equal to 1. Determine the velocity of each block just after impact, and also show that the kinetic energy of blocks before and after impact is same. So I have considered V and V be the velocity of the block after collision, and U and UV be the velocity before collision. Now by law of conservation of linear momentum, ma ua plus mb ub equal to ma va plus mb vb. You have given ua, you have given ma, you have given ub because it is rest, you have given mb. So putting all the value, as the collision is perfectly elastic, so e value is 1. So by definition of coefficient of restitution, I will get this equation as va minus vb equal to -2. Now I am going to solve this equation 1 and this equation 2. So I will get va as a 0.353 meter per second and vb as a 2.353 meter per second. So this is the velocity after impact for the block A and B. Now I have to show that the kinetic energy before impact and the kinetic energy after impact are same. So for that, only A has kinetic energy initially because it has initial velocity. So half 0.25 into velocity 2 square. After impact, both A and B have kinetic energy because it has final velocity which I have calculated. So kinetic energy after impact. So kinetic energy before impact I have calculated, that is 0.5 joule. Now kinetic energy after impact equal to half ma va square plus half mb vb square. Putting on the value, I will get k2 is equal to 0.20. So that is why kinetic energy before impact is equal to the kinetic energy after impact is proved. Now the next numerical of the impact. Determine the velocity of the two balls shown in figure after impact. Take weight of A as a 20 Newton, weight of B as a 10 Newton, coefficient of restitution E equal to 0.6. So you have shown the two ball, 20 Newton A ball and 10 Newton B ball. Velocity of A as a 6 meter per second, velocity of B in reverse direction minus 8 meter per second. So now by law of conservation of linear momentum, weight is given in Newton, so that is why multiplying by 9.81. Velocity 6 you have given for block A. For block B, 10 divided by 9.82 into minus, because it is opposite to, in this means leftward direction is given, equal to 20 into 9.81 VA plus 10 divided by 9.81 VB. Now I will get this equation as twice VA plus VB equal to 4, that is equation 1. Now you have given the E value, E equal to 0.6. By definition of E equal to minus VA minus VB divided by UA minus UB. Putting E as a 0.6, I will get the equation VA minus VB equal to minus 8.4, that is equation 2. Now I am solving equation 1 and 2. I will get the velocity of A, ball A, final velocity of ball A, and I will get the final velocity of the ball B. It is minus means it will move in leftward direction. It is plus, so ball B will move in a rightward direction. Now the next numerical. One of the requirement for the tennis ball to be used in official competition is that when drop on a rigid surface from a height of 2540 mm, the height of the first bound of the ball must be in the range of 1346 mm, and means H value, height of rebound will be in the range of 1346 mm is less than or equal to H is less than or equal to 1473 mm. Determine the range of coefficient of restitution of the tennis ball satisfying the requirement. So you know the formula for the coefficient of restitution when it's fall on a rigid surface. E equal to height of rebound divided by height of fall. For I have to calculate the range, means E have a maximum and minimum value. For maximum value I am going to use this H max, so which is nothing but the H2 value. I am considering height of bounce 1473 divided by height of fall 2540. You will get E max as a 0.7615. Now for E minimum I am going to height of bounce minimum, that is 1346. So putting this value, height of rebound divided by height of fall 2540, I will get E minimum as a 0.728. So I have got the range maximum and minimum value, so the E value should be lies in the range of 0.728 to 0.7615 E in this case.